Hi everyone, this is some true grits with some true reviews. So today I'm going to be reviewing this WADEO. That's how I pronounce it. I could be way off base. This is a little handheld 3-in-1 vacuum, and I have this kind of panned in a bit tight so that you can see everything. The first thing about this that I really enjoy, but first let's go over the technicalities. This is the power button. You'll long press this, it's going to come on, you'll do another click, you'll have an increase in power, and another click will turn it off. So demonstrate, hard click, it's on more, and it's off. All right, simple enough. And then right down here is the charging port. Last night I charged it up really good, got me a good full charge on it. I think it took about an hour to apply everything. But the first thing we're going to talk about is one of my favorite functions that you don't often see with handhelds is this little thing back here. This is the air that comes out. And they have these little attachments that actually go right in here. And I'll put this one in. In my opinion, I have not had the best of luck getting it snug in there. There are channels and there are little plastic things that I'll show you in a moment. As you can see, it doesn't necessarily sit flush in there in all spots, but for demonstration purposes, we're okay. So let's turn this on and see what we got as far as blowing is concerned. Oh yeah, buddy. Okay, so as you can see, this works very well. This also comes with some other attachments that will come in very handy. You can take this right off, and this is what I was talking about. Can you see the little chambers in there? The little small, there's like 3 chambers, and then there are these little clips right here, and then there's one here. And maybe I'm overlooking something. Maybe I'm trying a different technique that's working. It not setting flush is really not affecting the effectiveness of the vacuum. I think it's just more of a personality thing, and I do have some personality flaws. So on to another really good thing about this is it comes with several attachments. So you have, let me set this down. So you have a longer attachment that you can use for various purposes. Right off the hand, I don't know, something gets stuck between your car seats or something like that. These things come in handy. You just never have them when you need them, and you need them in the most odd times, so you're just not really prepared. So I like that this comes with this. Another little attachment that comes with it that's also handy. This is smaller, it tapers at the top, and this should easily fit in the nozzles that come in, you know, pool floats, things of that nature. This is going to inflate whatever you need it to inflate rather quickly. So now we're going to go into the other end, the business end. So the business end is this little part right here. So as you can see, this attaches right here. This cup comes apart right here. It pulls out. You can see a filter just like any other handheld. You line it up, you push back in, it clicks in nicely. You can see your filter, you can see where the dirt, debris come in. There's a little flap in there that you can see moving whenever the vacuuming is going on. This works quite nicely. Turning it on. And you can see from that simply there's a decent little suction there. So it also comes with this, which is just a longer crevice tool, and on the back of on the top of this crevice tool, they've also included a little brush that can go on the end. This is going to be very, very handy when you're trying to get down into things like computer keys. All of the junk just kind of settles down in there, and you don't ever see it until the light catches it just right, and it ruins your entire day. And then one last attachment, we have something, and this is a little more hefty. There are no brushes on it. I don't necessarily know if that's a good or a bad. You know, I keep a brush actually in my vehicle. I've got one of those scrub brushes that I literally pull the debris. I just kind of brush over the mat, pull everything into a center place, and then I go over it real good with my handhelds. I've always felt like that has given me the best performance of any handheld I've ever had. So the fact that this doesn't have a brush on here for me is not going to be a deal breaker at all. So let's turn it on and see what kind of suction we might have. I don't want to necessarily use this one. So let's go back to the correct simple little handheld so that you can see. All right, we're going to turn it on. And there we go. You can see inside. Okay, so we'll pull this right out. All right, so as you can see, this does everything that it says it should do. It's nice, it's compact, it fits in your hand. This pulls off nicely. Another thing that they have really thought of, they sent an extra filter, which if you have any experience with your handhelds, you know you have one filter that comes with it. So having an additional is very, very nice. And they also sent this cute little brush so that if indeed you do need to brush your little trash debris in a pile for the package or the handheld bag to pick up, it does it, and it's got a cute little hand down here at the bottom. I give it I don't know, I give it 2 thumbs up. I kind of like it. I think it's going to do the job. I like the suction and I like the blow. This is True Grits, over and out.
After this, the green light is fully charged. That push the button is not working. Also, before I buy this vacuum, the write down is the power. No, vacuum pressure is the 18,000, but here for the use gate only 12,000. But that's not big a deal. That's not big point. That means I cannot use it.